Good evening, guys, and this is your broadcaster speaking tonight. My name is Effie Ranke. Welcome back to the stream. Today we will be seeing DECAPITATOR versus VTB. The first map will be Iran, and the second map will be Red Alert. Of course, it is for the 5th round of the Summer Major Rankings. As far as I know, both teams are on 2 wins and 2 losses, but let me check that real quickly. Right now there's not a commentator joined with me, but later maybe someone will join. Till that moment you can listen to some good music here and enjoy the stream. Wish the teams both a lot of luck, and if there's any update or anything happening in this match, I will update you. Enjoy. Okay, the first round has been played. What an insane comeback to make this game again a draw. 2-2 is the first round score, and we will go to the second round with a tight overall score. As I said earlier, the next map will be... I have not have the information ready. The next map will be Red Alert. This map is played for the second round, of course, and let's see if one of the team managed to win this time. But a very close first round. Enjoy to watch. Enjoy the second round. OD already has been catched by Vasily in favor of... let me check actually. I have some problems with Oplay. I will be back with you very soon. Good evening, guys, and welcome to the second round already of this match. The first round, of course, was a tie after an insane comeback, a 2-2 score. And I have finally brought some commentators with me. Welcome, Casper, and welcome, Avoid. Good evening.
Good evening, good evening. Yeah, Avoid and I wanted to see what's up with those teams. Yeah, we're gonna see Decapitator versus VTB, both decent teams, and we see both teams also pull a flag, so it's gonna be a standoff.
Yeah, quick standoff after only 2 minutes of gameplay time. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but he was trying to get a comeback there with Ant. It looks like it's already safe and already clean in the base of the Decapitator. So the standoff will be a bit longer.
Yeah.
Right now we see Luke and Sinister trying to get back to that flag and return that flag. Sinister with the overdrive ready. Maybe he has to use even here for defense, his overdrive.
Yeah, both teams are doing a good job holding on to their flag, but at the same time they do gotta find a way to get this return. I think, yeah, both teams do have a lot of ODs. They're saving it for a while now, but maybe they can do something. Like, for example, Decapitator have 3 ODs. They have an Ares, Paladin, and Hunter OD. So they should be able to do something. Kind of a waste OD here by Star XP, but he did try his best, but didn't get a return. Used his OD, but got taken out before he actually used it. Ooh, Sinister takes out Vasily, so he can take this OD. He already had an OD, so he at least made sure the opponents didn't take it, so that's well done by him.
Yeah, exactly. That no use for him, but always better than the opposite team catching that OD box. Right now, a good return attempt by Decapitators. 2 people getting in the base, 3 people with the first already has been knocked out. But Sinister there with his Hunter Overdrive can do very important work in the defense here. And it looks like the standoff will even go on for longer.
Yeah, I think Decapitator, their team, their Ares is holding their flag, but I think he should drop it off to their Crusader so he can push out and maybe use his Ares OD.
Yeah, good point actually. He's one of the only ones with the OD ready there at the Decapitator side. But yeah, still choose to hand off, keep holding that flag. It sounds also like if you do not take overdriving accountability, it's the smarter choice, I think, as well. Keeping the hull with the most health with flag.
Yeah, I mean, their Ares, Tva Tankista, he can use his OD
Ooh.
when you get a situation like this, but yeah, that Hunter OD was really good from forgot what it was. I think it was Sinister. Yeah, Sinister used a really nice Hunter OD on that Tva Tankista, so he returned that flag, and that means their team is up now by 1-0. Maybe they can do something more with Ents, but Ents gets taken out now by JK, so they gotta wait with another capture. Luke with a Viking OD used and take it, and yeah, he took out 1 player, but gets taken out now by Vasily. So yeah, Decapitator is down 1 flag now, but maybe they can come back.
I mean, we gotta wait and see if they can actually do something here, because not much is really going on for the team here that is lacking behind. So hopefully they can. Paladin uses OD right now. A Star XP is pulling. Some beautiful Ares OD that was used right there and then. This looks like it's a strong pull here. A lot of support here from Info and Devar. So hopefully this will be a capture.
Yeah, there it is, the first capture. Vasily again trying to pull the flag here, but the Crusader with a good overdrive forcing that return here. But yeah, a strong play by Decapitator. Last round actually, Decapitator was 2 flags in the lead, but gave it away in the last 3 minutes. So this round a lot closer, a lot better being played by VTB. They are playing a lot better than last round. But definitely 2 close teams, close to each other.
Yeah, true. And at the same time, both teams are pulling, but maybe VTB can get a return. They actually do. Nice return by Sinister yet again. He's really good with the returns today, I have to say. And still holding on to this flag, but he does run out of supplies. Actually, just got his DA back and had his Reaper as well. But yeah, Info from Decapitator is also still pulling, but Luke is gonna take this OD. He could have used it straight away, but he's on cooldown now, so that's probably a good choice, saving his Viking OD.
Yeah, not taking too much risks there. Sinister again on a good place at the right time, able to take over that flag when needed. But right now we are in the second standoff of this game. Like half of this round has been a standoff so far. And now once again, a big attack by Decapitator right now. 2 people in the base, 3 people in the base of VTP. But Luke can use his overdrive defensively if needed. But I want to make a Dragon Knight Joker. It looks like it isn't needed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Go on.
Taking over from Dragon Knight. Come on.
Yeah, he's the master of these kinds of jokes. You have to respect it for in some kind of way. Oh, that's a return. Okay, that was really last second there. I didn't expect that he will reach the flag there, but again, Luke with a beautiful return. it feels a little bit misplayed by Decapitator, actually. Letting Luke return that flag. Now trying to pull once again. That should have been 2 captures for both teams. I don't know how no capture still has been made after that very weird return.
Well, the only box is dropping now, so
that means Star XP will probably take it, but VTB gets their second capture now. So yeah, there's not a lot of time left for Decapitator to make this comeback, but maybe they can do it. They got JK1 on the side. But yeah, apart from that, not much else. I think VTB will put all their effort into the defense now. They only gotta hold on for a bit longer, but it does seem like Decapitator will pull this flag. Info taking it now, but he is on low HP. If Tahich, I don't know what his name is really, how it's pronounced, but Tankista is still pulling into Tankista. Sinister maybe can take him out, but he's a bit too slow to reach him with the freeze.
Yeah, also blocking the shots of the Irish player. So it's a bit unfortunate for VTB, and it looks like they again let the win slip and make it a draw once again. Only 50 seconds on the clock, and the same score as last round right now.
Yeah, nicely done by Decapitator. They it looked like they were gonna lose this round, but they made a little comeback. They only needed 1 flag though, but still well played by them. So it does seem like this round will be a tie again.
Yeah, exactly. We are going to red alert for round 3 and round 4. And still the overall score 0-0. I'm curious. Red alert is of course a bit one-sided. Maybe one team will finally be better than the other team. And maybe we will finally see a win of one of those teams.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the red base in red alert is a bit better, but that can also mean it will be even harder for one of the teams to win. Because maybe both teams are just gonna win a round on the good base, and then we will maybe go into penalty rounds. But maybe at the same time, one of the teams happens to be really good in red alert, and they can just dominate the other team.
Yeah, indeed, lots of options for round 3 and round 4. We will see in a minute or so. So far, it has been a pretty entertaining game. Both teams on the lower bracket of this tournament. If they are losing, they are out. 1 win, 3 losses, if I'm right. So,
Yeah.
actually, not playing for any rewards, but an important match for those teams, trying to get the last and the last RMR points.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know a lot about the teams. I mean, VTB, I've played against them a couple of times, but their team is really old. I think
Yeah, they are
they're
playing for a
for
long time.
Yeah, I think for at least 2 years now, but I don't recognize a lot of the players they have. I think I only know Sinister.
Yeah, they have started and played nearly every ranking since the winter of 2022. But never really reached a high position, to be honest. But yeah, I respect the grind, being able to set up a team every tournament again. Also played in some majors, so they are still reaching good positions.
Yeah. But
well, I mean, which team do you think is playing the strongest right now, in your opinion?
I think VTB actually making that comeback in the first round and making a draw in the second round. Yeah, the first round of course was also a draw, but they came back from a 2 flag disadvantage. I think they are playing a bit better than
Well,
Decapitators.
I mean, hopefully they can keep up the good work. I mean, Casper's predictions lately has been slightly on point, so
Slightly on
you know.
point. What does that mean?
Sometimes when he says his predictions, it doesn't go to plan, unfortunately. but it seems like the past few days he's been killing it.
Oh yeah, yeah. He predicted, of course, that Hope will not win, and that was right.
But that was a pretty easy prediction, to be honest.
Yeah, indeed.
No, but I have to say, with the bigger teams, I can make like a more accurate prediction. But
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I think this is just anyone's game, and at the same time, I don't know a lot about the teams. But if I want to make a prediction, still, you know me, and
Yeah, of course.
yeah, I'm gonna go with VTB today.
Okay.
That's not.
You're really saying because of the smaller teams, they kind of win by luck or something.
Yeah, you know them less good as well, so it's harder to predict.
I mean, I think the smaller teams don't put as much time in training as the bigger teams, so like they're not playing as consistent as the better teams. So yeah, I actually do think it's a bit more down to luck or the day they're playing.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand.
Like I see a Gauss Hunter on the map. I mean, if you look at the bigger teams, you will never see a Gauss. So it's same goes with the Viking. They're playing Viking Hammer. I saw that in Iran as well. It's not
good
the
combo.
usual combo, so that can change the game a lot.
To be honest, that's the thing I like about watching games in the lower bracket. You will see some weird combos sometimes and weird styles of playing, and it's a lot more experimental and a lot more sometimes chaotic than the bigger teams. That the bigger teams matches can be pretty predictable. It's always the same tactic. Some plays are just good and some plays are just not good. And on the lower bracket, you can see some weird stuff sometimes. And that makes it fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the round is about to start, and the OD box is dropping, which is good for the blue team, because they are the closest to the drop zone of the OD box, so they have a slight advantage. They should take it. I mean, if they don't take it, that would have been a big miss. And if Vasily takes it.
Oh, I don't know what Luke was doing. He was looking the other way when he should be looking at the OD bots. Maybe he really needs to change his name or something because he really wasn't paying attention there.
I feel like it is also in the category Dragon Ideos.
That was a little pun over there, but I mean, it wasn't the worst one I've heard today.
Okay. I will watch the stream back to get back to those puns. But yeah, not good for VTB and not very good start. But they are, also on the worst base. So a pretty rough start for them. Let's see if there's any impact on the score.
I mean, maybe I have to take back my prediction, because I said that VTB might win this, but...
Yeah, and when you said that, I knew my prediction was wrong, because I predicted the
Yeah, if I see them play with Gauss and Hammer now, I don't think they're gonna win, to be honest.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe they will switch up for round 4. Round 4 is guaranteed, so...
I hope so for them.
But this is a kind of experiment, I think, yeah.
I mean, it's not like Gauss and Hammer are like rubbish or like really bad, but like a lot of the teams have put so much time in training, and they have noticed that Smoky Viking is better than Hammer Viking, and that Striker Hunter is better than Gauss Hunter. But yeah, those teams still decide to play some different combinations, and it's like not the optimal lineup, but maybe it works for them. So we're gonna have to see how they will perform with those combinations. Both teams tried to pull a flag, but none of the teams succeeded. Both flags get returned now.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I don't know any of the damage stats, so there are a lot more teams that have way more knowledge about this than me. But isn't the biggest point of playing Gauss in esport the risk of doing no damage after a scope shot? It happens sometimes. It's a known bug, and you can't have that in an esport match.
I think that's one of the reasons, and maybe another reason is the long reload time. If you're already playing with a railgun, you don't want to have something else that also takes a long time to reload.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, Casper, maybe you should become their co-leader and step in and show them what they should be doing or something.
I mean, maybe I should actually.
It would be funny.
I mean, I don't speak Russian because I believe both of these teams aren't English, so it will be a hard time explaining it to them. But
Download Duolingo. You will get there.
Yeah.
my Russian is cooked. I'm not gonna teach them anything.
OD-box is dropping. GK can do a use and take here, not for a lot of use, but again, stealing that OD-box from VTB. So, all good for decapitators.
Right now, not really much is really going on. Andy's trying to take out a player, which he just done, take out a Viking. Hopefully he can sneak around the back of the base and do something here. He's dealing damage to Devar, Tanky Star. Tanky Star has no health, so he gets taken out there. He has support there from Look. He activates his OD. So hopefully the Paladin here can do something here. And Look can really, really support him here.
Yeah, this does look promising
Ooh,
for
missed by info.
VTB.
OD missed by info.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but yeah, VTB is pulling now with End, but maybe Star XP can take him out nice. Maybe not the best OD actually. I thought he was gonna reach Luke as well, but Sinister stuns or kills JK1, and now he's pulling, but you gotta watch out for this Arrows OD. The Arrows OD doesn't reach him, and he still has his repair, so this probably can be the first capture for VTB to take the lead.
Yeah, that was actually played pretty well by Sinister. They're very good knowledge about his surroundings, hitting a beautiful OD, dodging that OD, and making that capture. But this looks like a strong counter pull. Vasily going with GK. GK with his overdrive, healing Vasily and healing himself here. OD box at the same time dropping. But this looks like a guaranteed capture for Decapitators. And again, a draw.
That was outstanding performance there because that counter pull came in at the right time and the Ares was really there to support him whilst activating his OD at the same... Sorry, not Ares, Paladin, my mistake. But that was really, really good performance there.
Yeah,
from
agreed.
the Decapitators.
Agreed. Luke catching that OD box in favor of VTB, the Viking. So that can be a very important OD. 4 minutes on the clock right now.
I agree, I think he can definitely do something with that Viking OD, since a lot of the players from Decapitators have used up their own ODs. I mean, at the same time, I think Decapitators should really win this round, because they will be playing on the blue base after this, and because it's a bit harder to defend that base, that might come back to them. So if they don't win this round, I think it will be really hard for Decapitators to win the match.
Yeah, I agree. So far we have seen a pretty good defense from VTB, and the red base is easier to defend. So VTB will make it very difficult there for Decapitators if this round is a tie once again.
I mean, both teams right now just dealing damage. It seems that VTB have more map control more than anything right now. I mean, hopefully they can make a successful push here.
OD box. Oh, sorry.
I think no worries. I think no, Luke is maybe saving his Viking OD for too long. Like obviously he can't use it now because he's on 1 HP. That will probably be a waste, but he's having his OD for like 2 minutes now and he didn't use it yet. I mean, at the same time, I saw Vasily take the OD box, so both Vikings do have an OD now. So now it's a bit more risky to use your Viking OD. But like, for example, if Luke used his Viking OD earlier, he could have just went to and tried to take the next OD, because the blue base is easier to take ODs. But now he's just saving it for nothing, for no reason.
Yeah, agreed. He waited the whole cycle as well because he catched the OD box before Vasily catched it. So that's 120 seconds, or how many is it exactly?
It's 1 minute 35.
1 minute 35, yeah. That's like 15 or 20% of the playing time in a match. That's a long time to wait to use an OD.
Yeah, true, but because both teams have a Viking OD now, maybe we're gonna see something. But at the same time, if you waste your Viking OD, then it's might be bad. But look at this. Star XP does get hit by Sinister, but he's still alive. He's pulling this flag, and Decapitators can take the lead here. Tvat and Kista taking over this flag. They're probably gonna go for a drop-off, but there's no one to drop the flag off to. But Luke with a Viking OD. I think that's where the disadvantage from the hammer really shows off. Bit of a wasted OD from Star XP. I don't know what he was aiming for, but yeah, they still get
for
the
the
flag.
stars. What do you mean, man? Come on. Oh, beautiful OD for Tyke. So hopefully this looking like a good counterpull here from VTB. Look, they're coming in, swooping in, dealing damage to Info, but it looks like Info's not really giving enough info, but I guess he takes him out by himself.
There was a spilled OD there by Tahik trying to support Luke, but that was way too late. He could have done a very good... he took that OD very good. He had very good control and of that map. But that was not a smart choice to use the OD there. A bit too greedy. Right now we are in a standoff situation. 1 minute on the clock only. And JK and Vesely now pulling in, both without OD and without repair. Good spawn by the areas there. Tahik, a very important player for VTB right now. But he is low on health. Vesely with a flip. That flip has saved them. That flip has saved them the game.
Yeah, and now it will become really tense because there's not a lot of time left, and whoever's gonna get this return will win this round. If there's even gonna be a return. Maybe Sinister can do something, but you got JK on him, so he isn't able to return. Yeah, only 20 seconds left, and maybe only Ant has a chance to return. OD by Tvat and Kista. Oh, that's a really good OD actually. If you look at it, he took out Ant and did a lot of damage to Luke. So yeah, this round will be a tie. So it all comes down to the last round now, or the penalty round if the next round will also be a tie.
Yeah, a lot of ties today. 2-2, 2-2, and now 1-1. Yeah, that's the fun thing about this round, to be honest. They are all tied, but there are some captures that makes it entertaining. And let's see if VTB can use that map advantage of the blue side there and win this round. Of the red side, I have to say.
I mean, I guess they surprised us with the hammer and Viking. Casper really was there, like saying, I don't know why they used it, but I guess Casper was really, really thinking, what are they doing? They really need to change combo here or something.
Yeah, it was really noticeable there. Not being able to reach the Viking that used his OD. Being able to deal so much damage without being able to deal... being able to get so much damage without being able to deal damage yourself. That really hurted them there in that attack.
Yeah.
OD box has been catched by Tahik, and for our viewers at home, I really have to restart the game real quickly, but my co-commentators will still have vision of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually Vasily who took the OD.
Oh,
I didn't want to
oops.
say it, but Vasily took the OD. So yeah, that will give a slight advantage to Decapitators, but they still do play on the worst base. So I hope they can hold their own. From my experience, it's a really hard base to defend, but yeah, at the same time, if you're really better, then you should be able to win still. But yeah, from what we've seen from the last rounds, both teams are pretty equal in terms of gameplay. It also looks like Luke is gonna play with Smokey this round. I think that's a good choice. Smokey is the usual combo, and I think that will help them to maybe take this victory.
I mean, maybe he heard your voice in the background on stream and he turned it on and he realized what he was doing wrong. So, you know.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I remember back in the day when Hammer used to be the meta, there were like a couple of teams that used Smokey on the top base, the red base, but maybe that's the reason, or he realized that Hammer is not really that good in red alert.
100%.
Yeah, OD box dropping now, and that will give the Decapitators a good opportunity to maybe take even another OD. Because, yeah, unlike VTB last round, they are able to take it because it drops almost in your own base if you play on the blue side. So yeah, 2 ODs now for Decapitators, and maybe they can set up an attack, because if they can capture early on in the round, that will give them a good chance of winning this round.
Oh, but Star XP absolutely gets flipped right there and kisses the floor. Hopefully he can respawn there and absolutely position himself into a better position and do something better next time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty unfortunate, but it's not the worst. They did lose control of that side for a bit, but it does seem like they're gonna take that back. They're pushing out now. Info and Star XP are doing a good job, but yeah, I think they can really take control of that side now. Sinister is running out of supplies, and Star XP is going in the base of VTB now. Vasily with a Viking OD.
Yeah,
Ooh.
not very good OD. I think he got a lot of damage real quick and was knocked out very quick. Info trying to do a pull here, but well defense by VTB, I think, this one.
Yeah, VTB is doing good so far, but so is Decapitators. They did try to get a flag, but they didn't succeed. But yeah, at the same time, none of the teams have an OD. And talking about ODs, the next OD is already dropping. Vasily can possibly take it, but if he doesn't, Tenkista is also there to take it. Yeah, Vasily takes it, so yeah, that's wasted OD isn't the worst now, because he got it right back. I mean, that's what I was talking about last round when Luke was saving his OD for so long. If you have the blue base, you can use more risky ODs, because you can take the OD back if you can just have at least a bit of map control.
Yeah, indeed. If you take control of the map and if you look and playing on the timer, a lot of people here, a lot of players here play on timers, of course. That's pretty easy to catch that OD both back to back on the blue side of the base, and you need that advantage as well because the base is pretty much a lot worse than the red base. So if you do not take advantage of that very well, then you probably will just lose the round.
Yeah.
100%. I mean,
Maybe.
Infos has camping here, giving shots with his Crusader rail, but he will get taken out by 3 players because he doesn't have much support there. Star XP trying to come in, do something here, but he's really, really surrounded here. But beautiful OD there, stuns 2 players, but Vasily here, maybe he can pull with a OD.
Ooh, he does run out of supplies, but he got the flag down. He only needs some teammates now to help him out. He drops it off to Info now, and Luke trying to get the return gets taken out. Info kind of wasted that OD, but he expected Luke to be on a lot more HP.
What was that OD? It should have been. It should have killed Info there, right?
Yeah, I thought so too. that OD reached him, but it just didn't do any damage.
Yeah, I was on the wrong side, so maybe it was the side I was showing. It was coming towards me, so maybe the distance was not really as I thought it was. But it looked like just a plain kill for that OD.
Yeah, I don't know what that was either, but maybe VTB can make the score a tie again, because Tahai, whatever, is pulling this flag. He drops it off to Sinister, but JK1 is pulling as well. This can be a standoff.
OD by Tahik?
Yep, he is gonna get this return, because Star XP can't shoot him because of the dead tank, and Sinister is gonna capture now, so the score is a tie again. I mean, at this point, I really hope one of the teams is just gonna win a round, because
yeah,
it almost seems like they don't want to win or lose. They just want to tie every round.
I think one of those missed the first 3 men need to charge the drop. No, I have no idea what it is. They are playing like they want to draw or something. 5 minutes on the
that
clock.
Could be the tactic.
Yeah, true. Trying to make the other team tired until it's not a draw.
Yeah.
The thing right now is that most of the players don't have their ODs anymore. I mean, VTB does have 2 ODs, but I think the Decapitators don't have any ODs. But yeah, there's not a lot of ODs to do something right now, and I think that's the problem those teams have after they capture. They use up a lot of ODs, so after that, there's not much to do. They can't really set up an attack.
Sinister is not looking the right way. I don't know what he's doing here, but he's battling against Info, but he takes him out, manages to spot him just in time before he could have get taken out there.
Yeah, Vesely using here a bit of questionable OD that he just took from an OD box. Trying to counter attack there with the paladin of that team, but both players were knocked out very quickly. So
Yeah, I mean, I get the idea, the thing he was going for, but I think he would have been better off going from the side and use his OD from there, because he used it from far away. Like the players from VTB can just hide and avoid the OD.
But Vasily here and JK, they're looking to try and pull VTB's flag. Hopefully they can do something here. Having a little bit of trouble here. Does JK have any repair? No, and he gets taken out by Ant and Tahik.
yeah, I don't want to make predictions again, but I'm still going to. To be honest, I predict a draw once again.
And now we're gonna see that it's not gonna be a draw.
Yeah, can you predict a draw as well, Casper? Then it will not be a draw.
I'm always wrong, so if I say it, it's not gonna be a draw.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's
Oh, that's what you want. I
Oh,
mean, yeah, I actually don't know what's gonna happen.
no,
It's
me
still
neither.
anyone's game, but look at Ant. Ant can pull this maybe. He does have a lot of players from the Decapitators on him, but yeah, he does get taken out now. So no capture yet for VTB. If
I'm
that's
not
even
sure if you noticed, but Sinister has been camping with his OD, doing absolutely nothing. Hopefully, he can capitalize on his OD somewhere. Don't know what he's waiting for, but now most of the teams on both teams have OD, so hopefully, we can see a capitalize here and a strong push from both teams or something here. We need to see something interesting.
Yeah, I think because he's playing Gauss, he's trying to sit back too much. He's getting a bit comfortable in his own base, but he needs to push out and try to stun some players with his Hunter OD.
Yeah, you see that in matchmaking when players are starting to play with Ghost, then I just go into camp at the back of the base. But I think, yeah, both teams, but especially VTB, have too many passive players and too little players in the attack. And that's why we are seeing so many draws.
Yeah, I mean, Sinister does do a lot of damage, but at the same time, if you don't push, you're just defending, then it's not really useful in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed. It's not assault what you play capture the flag. You need some attack, especially after 3 straight draws. 2 minutes on the clock right now. The ODs are starting to regenerate. Let's hope for some action at the end of this round.
I mean, fingers crossed if Anne can take this OD or someone, because nothing much is really going on here, honestly.
Yeah, Vesely managed to catch that overdrive.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at VTB right now, they do have so many ODs. It would be really like bad or unfortunate if they don't get a flag out of this. Nice OD by Tahik. He can reach Luke. Luke is on full HP, but oh, he does get taken out by Star XP who used his Hunter OD. I'm surprised none of the other players from VTB were able to take him out, but VTB still got a chance. Tahik pulling and OD by Sinister only reaches one player, but oh, hey.
Yeah, now all the ODs have been used defensively. I don't know if anyone even has an OD ready at the moment. We'll just see 50 seconds of defense, and we will see another tie, I think. Although JK pulling right now, he has his OD and using his OD as well. Nobody for VTB can block him with an OD. Will we see a last-minute capture and the most crucial capture of this round?
Maybe Oh, the flag auto return, so
Ooh.
Sinister can't take that.
That hurts.
Wow, what unfortunate. Wow.
So Decapitators finally win after 4 rounds. They won their first round, but they also won the match.
That was really surprising there. They really surprised us.
I definitely didn't expect that. I thought VTB was maybe gonna capture, but Decapitators returned the flag, and they also went straight in to get the flag of VTB, and they captured it. It was nicely done by their paladin. What was his? JK1.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They knew they had the OD advantage. JK1 was the only one with an overdrive, and they knew they had to do it right now, and they did.
I mean, JK1 took the flag, and he was pretty low on HP, and then he used his paladin OD, but none of the players from VTB shot him, so he was able to survive and just capture this flag. And then the auto return, and because of that, Sinister wasn't able to take the flag.
Yeah, that auto return, of course, was a bit lucky, but after 4 draws, you can have a bit of luck. That's okay. And I think actually, if they did not have that auto return, they would have that capture as well. It was a pretty far route to VTB's base. He couldn't. I think he wouldn't get back to the base of VTB. But yeah, we will never know. This is the result.
Well, strong gameplay there from 2 teams. A lot of draws going on there. So, I mean, hopefully in the future, we can see something good to aspire from these 2 teams. I know there's small teams, and Casper like to say, small teams, this and that, but they will surprise us in the future when they gain more experience.
I didn't mean it in a bad way, though.
We know, and our viewers as well, hopefully. Tomorrow we will see Aurora versus MX Team at 17 UTC, and at 18 UTC we will see Stepsisters versus Voltage. That are the games of tomorrow, the last games of the 5th round of the Summer Major Rankings. I hope to see you there. Anything left to say, guys?
Not really, to be honest.
Well, thank you for broadcasting and also commentating there, Renke and Casper. Absolutely beautiful commentating there too. So, thank you.
You too, bro.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Have a good night, all.